Spanien. Und die deutsche Nationalhymne singt live The Voice Kids Talent Alvin.
The national anthem rings out around Darmstadt. It's a great crowd in the house tonight for this Under-21 international friendly. It's always a big occasion when Germany take on Spain. Whatever the level, whatever the age group, Germany v Spain means something. And both teams will certainly be going for the win tonight. We'll have a look at the starting lineups any minute now. Germany opting for a lot of continuity. Virtually the same side, which beat Slovakia's Under-21s by a goal to nil away from home on Friday.
Trauern Doris Fitschen, eine außergewöhnliche Persönlichkeit, die uns durch ihre Menschlichkeit, Leidenschaft und ihren unermüdlichen Einsatz für den Frauenfußball inspiriert hat. Doris war nicht nur eine herausragende Spielerin, vierfache Europameisterin, dreifache Deutsche Meisterin und dreifache Pokalsiegerin, sondern auch eine strategische Denkerin und empathische Teamplayerin. In ihrer zweiten Karriere
You come to me to speak to me, okay? In respectful manner you can discuss, okay? Good luck.
Unter anderem als Teammanagerin der Nationalmannschaft und zuletzt als Gesamtkoordinatorin Frauen im Fußball. Doris hat Spuren hinterlassen, auf dem Spielfeld und in unseren Herzen. Du wirst im deutschen Fußball und uns fehlen. Schicken wir hier aus Darmstadt also noch einmal einen großen Applaus zu einer der besten deutschen Spielerinnen unserer Zeit. Danke, Doris.
A moment of applause, as there has been across all the DFB games in recent days, for Doris Fitschen, a legend of Frauenfußball in Germany, one of the best women's players to play the game in this country, and somebody who was very much active in different roles with the DFB after her playing career came to an end. A moment in memory of Doris Fitschen, who sadly passed away this year. I'll come back to the Germany lineup in just a moment, but the Spanish lineup features Mateo Joseph, the Leeds United striker up front with the number 9 jersey. He got one of the goals in Spain's 2-2 draw against Czechia on Friday. Cesar Tarrega of Valencia was the other goal scorer with a late equaliser. But the Germany lineup, as I alluded to earlier, has a lot of continuity from the same 11 that were victorious against Slovakia, the hosts of this summer's Under-21 UEFA European Championships. It's just about time for kick-off in Darmstadt. Brian Gruder, the first one to come away with the ball. Gruder, the goal scorer in that 1-0 victory against Slovakia's Under-21s. And Germany will pick up a throw-in 10 seconds into the game, down by the corner flag on the right-hand side. Alex Valle, the Como player, putting the ball out of play. Germany's lineup features Atabolu with the number 1 jersey in goal once again. The back four, Brown, Ariembi, Rosenfelder and Collins, the same as it was on Friday. Eric Martel wore the captain's armband on that day. Rocco Reitz alongside in the midfield, but here come Germany down the right once again. Knauf gets the nod to start for this game against Spain. He came on in the match against Slovakia and made an immediate impact. One of several players in this U21 side with a huge amount of first team senior experience already, of course. Antonio Di Salvo certainly expects the likes of Ansgar Knauf to be able to come on and make an impact, but after doing so, he's been given the start tonight. Paul Nebel starting on the left-hand side again, further forward. Woltemade involved in a more central role from the beginning for Germany. The only change to the starting lineup sees Nicolo Tresoldi, the Hannover 96 Spieler, a Hannover player. He switched out in favour of Knauf for the starting 11. 2 minutes in, Germany staying very much in the Spanish half. Now maybe Spain can pass it away from the edge of their own penalty area. Mosquera will look out to the right-hand side. Over the halfway line they go. Searching pass. Low in towards Matteo Josef. Atabolu out to make the grab. Looks like an outfield player in a way, with the short sleeve shirt and the black piping on the sleeves. The special centenary or anniversary shirts from the DFB. Looking very smart indeed for Germany, and it's been a really big international break for the DFB. Games at every different level. Lots riding on the matches as well, all the way down from the first team. But into the box they go, and here's the chance for the opening goal, and it is into the back of the net. Woltemade with a goal just 3 minutes into the contest in Darmstadt. That is exactly what the home fans wanted, and look at the celebrations in the stands. Woltemade bursting through, and didn't he take the finish well once he got in behind. Talk about composure. Alejandro Iturbe, the goalkeeper, had no chance of stopping that. That is power and precision from Woltemade. He was the one to drive the ball forward. Reitz with a clever leave to dummy the ball back into the path of Woltemade. Took it through the legs of the defender. It is a moment of magic to put Germany 1-0 up early on. Nebel will get the assist. There has to be an asterisk for Rocco Reitz. A lovely dummy to let that get back to Woltemade. The VfB Stuttgart player finished that off brilliantly. He scored 4 goals and had 3 assists in the Under-21 European Championship qualification. He's continuing his fine form at under-21 level for Germany. Voltemade with the dream start for Germany in this game. That'll get the crowd going. Well, what a tremendous move to look back upon. Paul Nebel of Mainz getting the ball out on the left-hand side after Voltemade had driven it forward impressively already. Reitz of Mönchengladbach with the dummy, and Voltemade still had a lot of work to do, that's for sure. Nutmeg the defender, dinked the finish past goalkeeper Iturbe. And Germany have the early lead. 5 minutes on the clock. Spain in possession now. It's headed out for a Spain throw. The ball boys keep it recycled quickly. Looked like a bit of a dodgy throw. It has indeed been given as a foul throw against Jesus Rodriguez. And instead of Rodriguez, Namdi Collins will have the chance to get the ball thrown in for Germany. His throw comes back towards Max Rosenfelder. It was slightly dangerous. Spanish strikers trying to apply a little bit of pressure, but back it goes towards Atebolu. The young Freiburg keeper, 10 clean sheets in 23 appearances this season. He had 10 clean sheets last season too. He's got every chance of beating that record this season with several games still remaining. Just symbolises the young players in this under-21 team that are already so busy at Bundesliga or Zweite Bundesliga level. So many really playing important roles for their clubs already. Nebel chasing back for the loose ball. Andres Garcia just let it get away. Nebel unlucky only to concede a throw in there. Could easily have won the ball back in a good position. Spain looking to settle. Quique Salas gets it started down the left-hand side. Valle plays it inside for Stefan Bajcetic. Bajcetic might be familiar to some English viewers. Left Liverpool for Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. Bajcetic didn't have the best of times on loan in Salzburg and has made another loan move to Las Palmas. It's good work down the right-hand side and good defensive work done as well. Rocco Reitz. The ball hasn't successfully been cleared yet, and into the box goes Spain. A round of applause from the rest of the defence and from the crowd. Voltemade scoops that one all the way back to the defence. Eric Martel. Martel with the captain's armband, a mainstay of the FC Köln 11 in the last 3 seasons. Scored twice in 20 appearances for FC Köln this season, Eric Martel. He also spent a bit of time in Austria with Austria Wien in the capital. Now Germany over the halfway line. A searching pass. It'll be picked up on the right-hand side. Knauf cuts back and plays it to the penalty spot. Voltemade couldn't get the shot away quite in time. Ansgar Knauf had a chance to go himself. Opted for the pass to the penalty spot. Spain forced into clearances. They can't get it out of the final third. Germany looking for the free kick, and they will win it. Namdi Collins sent to ground over on the right-hand side. Germany will have a dead ball situation, a chance to throw something into the box. Jesus Rodriguez, the player penalised. Referee Vasilios Fotias of Greece over to set the right spot. Alejandro Iturbe beaten once already. If you're just tuning in, it's an under-21 friendly in Darmstadt between Germany and Spain. Voltemade opened the scoring bang on 3 minutes with a lovely dink over the keeper, having broken through the defence with a nutmeg. He got himself into the box and finished off brilliantly. Now Germany's set-piece chance. It's an in-swinging left-footed curler. It's headed up. Voltemade will try and shield it away for a corner kick, which he does successfully. And that will take us over the 10-minute mark. Germany holding on to that early lead. Spain looking to find a response. Still really looking to find their foothold in this game after the lightning start for Germany in Darmstadt. Nebel's corner. It's in swinging. Could fall for a follow-up shot, and it does, and it's cleared on the line. Appeals for handball, but I think the hands were in front of the body. Either way, Spain can count themselves lucky not to be 2 down. How close was that? Brian Gruder. The ball fell back into the box in acres of space. Alberto Molero was the one who made the stop. He did stop it with his hands, or with his arms at least, but they were right in front of his body. So referee Fotias was able to wave appeals away. Spain with a big let-off though. Spain coming forward down the left-hand side. Jesus Rodriguez opts to play the ball all the way back to Quique Salas. Salas spreads the play over to the right, but it's picked back up by Nebel. Germany free kick. Here's a look at how close that was. Actually appeals for handball from Spain as well. Ironically, had the goal gone in, it might have come back for a handball decision. It looked like maybe Martel got a touch of it with his hand. Here's a Rosenfelder. Free kick has gone the way of Bajcetic. Rosenfelder, another of the Freiburg players in this under-21 lineup. He's made 18 senior appearances this season. Out to the right goes Spain. They are dangerous when they can send balls forward. They've got the players to run in behind. Spain at any level, always one of the big names to contend with in European football, especially in the last 10 years or so. Maybe even that is underestimating the passage of time a little bit. Maybe the last 20 years. Spain at youth level, so many improvements across the board, and it's borne fruit in quite spectacular fashion for the national team. Germany, for the DFB's part, they've really set forth a plan to work together at every junior international level. A lot of collaboration between the coaches. Big games all around during this international break. The under-20s pipped England to finish on the top of the Elite League table. A nervy 1-1 draw with Portugal. The point was enough to leave the under-20s at the top of the pile. Now a chance maybe for Germany to get in behind again. There's a pass over to the right-hand side. Brian Gruder was the one waiting for it. It will come to him eventually. Spain lucky that the defender could get the touch. If Gruder had picked up the pass as intended, he would have been in a really dangerous position on the right-hand side of the penalty area, but Spain can pass it away. Vale. Molero, the man who made the block on the line, gets it out towards Rodriguez. Step overs from Rodriguez, sends it across the edge of the area. There's a rather exaggerated fall to the turf just outside the box. Referee Fotias was not buying it. Spain do not get the free kick that they wanted just outside the area. They'll go back into the defence instead. Across the back four they go. And from Quique Salas, the ball is out of play. Germany pick up a rather cheap and easy throw-in. Woltemade making problems for the Spain defence again. Out it goes for a goal kick. Nice idea with the movement. Nathaniel Brown, the fullback, getting all the way down to the byline, but couldn't get the cutback across into the area. Spain up to the centre circle, but no further, and it's played directly down the middle. Woltemade, he's got the pace to get in behind, had the strength as well to hold up against Christian Mosquera. Looked for the bottom corner. Iturbe got down to his right-hand side and made a crucial stop there. Germany with the biggest opening in the last couple of minutes. That's as much as you can say, because Germany have had chance after chance now. Gruder's shot cleared off the line, and now Woltemade blocked again 5 minutes later. It seems to be once every 5 minutes a Germany chance comes along. We've played just over a quarter of an hour. Germany have had 3 big chances and they've scored 1. Woltemade with the opening goal. It's Germany under-21's 1, Spain under-21's 0 in this friendly meeting. Germany really playing the game on their own terms at the moment. The pass down the middle that released Woltemade there. It was such a quick and direct route into the box for Germany. Woltemade just had the combination of pace and power. The defenders were alongside him. Christian Mosquera was right there. Woltemade wasn't worried, still managed to get a good shot in. Mosquera did apply the pressure. Helped goalkeeper Alejandro Iturbe to make the save in that sense. Didn't allow Woltemade to pick his spot perfectly. He did get it down towards the bottom corner, but perhaps not with quite the amount of power that he would have been able to generate if the defender hadn't been in position. The throw-in causes a little bit of trouble in the Germany defence, but it's calmly played back by Rosenfelder towards Atebolu. Atebolu gets it away. Nathaniel Brown of Eintracht Frankfurt. Down the left flank he goes. Overlapping run from Brown, and he can cut it back into the box. Good ball back into the middle as well. Germany kept it alive. Paul Nebel on the second attempt. Iturbe's there to make the grab. Spain living dangerously at the moment though. Germany looking well up for this. Not even 20 minutes on the clock. The Germany under-21s looking fully motivated to push for more. They're on a fantastic run. It's done them no harm at all, of course, beating Slovakia, the U21 Euro hosts for this summer. They beat them on home turf, which will certainly do the Germany team a bit of self-confidence, a bit of a boost when they do get to Slovakia in the summer. They've already been there and beaten the home team. This side were unbeaten across 2024 as well. Now Spain coming forward, and it's fallen nicely for them, and they can level with 19 minutes on the clock. Gabri Veiga of Al Ahly, he sweeps the ball home when it fell his way against the run of play. Spain have the equaliser. It came from nowhere really. Germany perhaps a little unfortunate There was nice work on the left-hand side to set up the chance. The back line for Germany, not quite directly in line. It allowed Spain to stay onside. Rodriguez sent it through. Weide sent it into the middle. And from the captain, Eric Martel, it would sit up very nicely indeed for Gabri Veiga. Credit to the Al Ahly striker, he picked his spot perfectly. Spain back on level terms. So Germany back in possession in defence. They're looking to find the right reaction to conceding a goal in fairly shocked circumstances. Germany were looking comfortable. It was all Germany pressure as they set about the hunt for goal number 2. As we see so often in football though, you don't always need possession and pressure build-up. As long as you've got the ball at some point, a team with the quality of Spain can always be dangerous. Out of the blue, they are back on terms. Srockel Reitz with an uncomfortable one. The free kick has gone Germany's way after that collision. A chance from the set-piece situation again for Germany to get something into the box. Gruder standing over it. Left-footed from Gruder to the edge of the box. It's headed on well, and it's headed wide from a great position. Voltemade was up highest. He knows he could have done better with that one. It was really well worked. Martel winning the battle on the edge of the box. Teed it up for Voltemade. He lined up the header, unwound that energy, but just didn't connect properly with the ball and sent it skewing wide off target. But that's the next one for the highlight reel. The crowd in Darmstadt getting a great feast of football so far. We're only halfway through the first half. We've seen 2 goals, numerous chances. The crowd not happy that Bajcetic goes without conceding the free kick there, and instead he can bring the ball over the halfway line. Germany will try and get it back. Bajcetic wins it instead. He'll go forward himself, pokes the pass out to the right-hand side. He's got great vision, Bajcetic, for picking out passes for teammates normally. Played for Salzburg at Champions League level. Looked so comfortable when he moved up to that stage. Came into a Salzburg team that was struggling by their high standards in Austria, but Bajcetic, nonetheless, has a great first touch, and then is usually able to spread the passes around the field once he's got it under control. He's so good as well at intercepting balls. Just puts the pressure on the midfielders. The Germany players will know they can't afford anything to be loose, anything to be off target. Control has to be good and tight. If Stefan Bajcetic is around in the centre of the midfield, he'll be there looking to win it back. That one drops down into the gloves of Noah Atabolu. Good strength again from Voltemade. Manages to release Nnamdi Collins down the right. Knauf. Rodriguez down injured for Spain. The ball's going to come back into the area. It might fall for Knauf. Voltemade and Knauf both over there. Rodriguez has his hand up and is waiting for the physios to come on, which they now can do. Vasilios Fotias brings the game to a stoppage. Knauf did have his hand up in apology after the clash down there on the right-hand side for Germany. Santidenia just barking out instructions to his players. He'll certainly hope that Jesus Rodriguez is okay. It was a nasty clash of faces, really. There's nothing in it from Knauf. Definitely a painful one for Rodriguez, nonetheless. Antonio Di Salvo celebrating the opening goal for Germany under-21s. But there was the leveller. A poacher's finish from Gabri Veiga. The opportunity arose for him, and he tucked it away. It was Mateo Josef and Cesar Tarrega who got the goals in the 2-2 draw against Czechia under-21s on Friday. Now it's Veiga's turn. The man with the captain's armband for Spain to get on the score sheet. And now Voltemada making himself a nuisance again. Christian Mosquera really has his hands full with Nick Voltemada tonight. Germany win it back right on the edge of the box. Again, they ride a couple of challenges. The German players really holding up well in the 50-50 duels at the moment. Again, they fail to get the ball clear. Spain try and pass it out. Germany win it back quickly. And then the ricochet from Paul Nebel was fired on target. Alejandro Iturbe could gather it pretty comfortably. But the intensity of the Germany under-21 team is causing Spain all kinds of problems midway through this first half. Now Javi Guerra. Back to the keeper he goes. It's a bit of a thick contact from Iturbe. He nearly drew him a bit more pressure than he wanted. Spain at full stretch just to keep that in play, and it goes out quickly. Santidenia Sanchez will surely be delighted that Spain are level at 1-1 in this game. Voltemada's goal on 3 minutes, cancelled out by Gabri Veiga just before 20 were up. Germany coming forward again. Out to the left, several white shirts in the box, they go direct. Iturbe makes the grab, and he'll redistribute that quickly to get Spain on their way forward. Well, we've certainly had an exciting contest in Darmstadt so far. Namdi Collins running hard to win the ball back quickly. Eric Martel sends it across for Bright Ariembi. Ariembi has played 15 times for Braga this season in Portugal. Former FC Bayern youth player. Spent time with Hannover as well. Quique Salas. Back it goes to Mosquera. Spain looking to just drain out some of that high tempo from the German team so far. Germany have been so quick to look to get straight into the box whenever they win the ball at any point of the pitch. Really exciting stuff from Antonio Di Salvo's team so far. Lightning fast transitions. Bursting forward down both flanks where possible. Voltemada's looked really strong in the centre. He's got his one goal. But as we enter the 30th minute of the contest, it's still Germany under-21s 1, Spain under-21s 1. Matteo Josef. That might just about stay in play. I'm not sure it fully crossed the line. The whistle says that yes, it did. Matteo Josef, the Leeds United striker, playing currently without any boots. I'm not sure how that's happened exactly. Lost one there, and the second. The challenge with both feet from Max Rosenfelder. It wasn't two-footed in that sense, but gave Josef what's known in some parts as a flat tyre. To see it on both boots, maybe at some point the blame has to go back to Matteo Josef. If it happens once, it's unlucky. If it happens twice, it's just frankly a bit strange. Collins. Back it goes for Rosenfelder. Germany happy to play their part as the tempo does keep ticking away out of the game as we tick over half an hour. I'm sure they'll look to change that quickly, and now might be the chance. The pass criminally overhit, really. Maybe a rush of blood to the head from Reitz. It was such a wonderful turn in the middle to release the space. Almost looked like an exhibition game for a minute there. A tremendous turn. Got a bit of a rush of blood to the head. Overhit the pass massively. Bajcetic goes back. Javi Guerra. It's Rodriguez, who has been able to continue. He actually did really well to keep that in play. And not only that, he's won the free kick off of Namdi Collins, who couldn't stop it from bouncing. The 21-year-old from Eintracht just couldn't bring it under control. He's played 17 times for Eintracht this season. A goal and an assist to his name, the former BVB under-19. Just about quarter of an hour to go in real time, assuming that we'll play a little bit of stoppage time at the end of this first half, given that there were 2 goals and an injury stoppage as well, albeit a fairly brief one. There's the touch and the vision of Bajcetic that I was talking about. Spins his way through the midfield and passes to the left for Rodriguez. Into the box it goes and back out for Guerra. He'll send it in. Chase on in the box. Germany have to be strong here. And Max Rosenfelder is strong indeed. Strong Spain appeals for a corner, but it will be a Germany goal kick. Bright Ariembi. Pass is exchanged with goalkeeper Noah Atebolu. Atebolu out to the left side of his penalty area. And the pass across the middle seems extra risky when your goalkeeper's not on the line. And then the misplaced pass towards Namdi Collins. Germany struggling a little bit at this phase of the game. Spain have successfully calmed down the lightning fast Germany attacks. They don't quite seem to be hitting their targets at the moment. Hefty challenge from Rocco Reitz, but he won the ball cleanly, and Germany have the throw-in. I mentioned that this Germany under-21 team were unbeaten across 2024. Of course, there is some generational change throughout the squads, but since the under-21 Euro qualifiers, the team is taking shape towards the tournament coming up this summer in Slovakia. 5 wins and 3 draws across 2024, extending that back to 2023. Germany have won 11 and drawn 3 of their last 14 games. No defeats since the 2023 Under-21 European Championships. Germany's group for the competition in June involves Slovenia, Czechia and England. Some big games to be played in Slovakia. That's nice work. Knauf, quick pass in, Voltemade, clever turn. The whistle has gone. I think the flag was up on the near side. Indeed it was. The confidence coming back into the Germany attack though. They did really well there with the little triangles to get it to Knauf. He passed it quickly inside. It looked like there were other options available. The pass was disguised pretty well as it was dropped in towards Voltemade. A nice idea to send it straight back. Ultimately, Ansgar Knauf had already crossed the line of defence and he was offside. Rosenfelder will have to chase it back. Pressure on from the Spanish forward line. It's the goalscorer Gabri Veiga who gives chase. Atebolu comfortable with the ball at his feet, knocks it out, but Germany can't keep it for long. Alex Weiler loses it this time. Now Germany able to burst forward again. The pass rather underhit this time with Quique Salas giving chase. Spain will have it back. Well, the two teams are certainly both trying to make this end-to-end stuff. Only a little bit of patient play as they knock it around the defence. Both teams essentially looking to get straight over the halfway line as soon as they can, and both teams trying to win the ball back high up the field. Germany have done it successfully again with Voltemade, who's still going here. Voltemade, they can't stop him. The shot ultimately was blocked from the right-hand side, but had he scored that, you'd be seeing replays of it all over social media because that was stunning. Just kept on dribbling through the defenders. He had no right to get as far as he did. Almost spun around and went back for more, but couldn't wriggle away. And couldn't quite make room to shoot unopposed at the Spain goal. It's cleared out again for another Germany throw-in. Less than 10 minutes to go until half-time in Darmstadt. 1-1. Voltemade with an early goal for Germany. Gabri Veiga with the response for Spain that came against the run of play. They've held their own since levelling up at 1-1 though. Garuda working hard for it in the corner. Martel joining in the fight, and Germany will get it back. Out it goes though for a Spain goal kick. Both teams now with one corner decision that they're unhappy about. Spain pass it out short from the goalkeeper. He'll get it back here. Pressure on again. The pass has to go out to the right-hand side, and already Spain stretching to keep possession. And they do keep hold of it. Nice drop of the shoulder in the pass down the right-hand side, but it's straight out of play. Javi Guerra can't keep it in. Tight up against the touchline. Germany throw. Free kick goes against the DFB 11. Reitz, the player penalised. Spain have it back. Stefan Bajcetic. Back to Christian Mosquera. Iturbe, the Atletico de Madrid goalkeeper. Exchanges passes with his defenders again. Now maybe a little bit more room for white shirts over there, but Spain have a little pocket from which to pass. Namdi Collins has to touch it out of play. Spain throw in. Good turn from Bajcetic. The Marseille roulette to play himself away before passing to Rodriguez. Rodriguez claiming that he had his feet taken out from underneath him. He did, but only via the ball, so there was no foul. And that was the Marseille roulette from Bajcetic. Spain have been able to impose their technical qualities on the game just a little more since levelling up at 1-1. They've won the corner here. Two Germany players clashing in the box. Neither could get it clear. Spain will take the corner. Guerra sends it in. It's headed up and away. It's not cleared that far yet, though. Voltemade, the goal scorer for Germany, can try and burst away past Rodriguez. Nothing doing this time. Jesus Rodriguez held his ground. Germany have the throw-in, but nothing more. Nathaniel Brown, the one over to take it. Former Nuremberg man. 3 goals and 5 assists in 18 appearances for Eintracht this season. Really making a big impact. Foul on the halfway line. Referee Vasilios Fotias took a second to think about it. The decision did go in favour of Brian Gruder. Gruder, who had that huge chance to put Germany 2 up when the corner fell to him in a pocket of space in the penalty area. He fired it goalwards. Alberto Molero on the line, somehow able to stop the ball going in. Got his body behind it, got his arms behind it as well, but they were definitely in front of the body. Elsewhere for the DFB Junioren, or the juniors, I mentioned that the under-20s finished top of the Elite Liga. The under-19s played their mini tournament in Germany as they battled for U19 Euro qualification. They will be going to Romania in June. Victories against Slovenia, Finland and Ireland left Germany at the top of the group. They'd qualified after 2 games, actually, the under-19s. A battling victory against a decent Finland side, enough to see Germany through. They capped it off with a win against Ireland to finish as dominant group winners, and that secured them a place at the under-19 Euros for this summer. The under-17s, they secured U17 Euro qualification as well. A draw against Austria, wins against Spain and Norway, enough to take Germany's under-17s through. So a successful weekend so far, not to mention the senior national team came through that thrilling contest against Italy over 2 legs, a 2-1 win away, a 3-3 thriller, 6 goals shared on home turf, and Germany booked themselves a semi-final in the UEFA Nations League against Portugal. That will be a really exciting one, the Final Four tournament. That should be quite something with Germany's involvement. The UEFA Nations League providing plenty of entertainment. The referee thought about stopping that, but he's allowed Spain to continue. It might be dangerous. Good coverage from Rosenfelder. Got across in front of Mateo Josef. Bajcetic drops it out to the right. Andres Garcia. Quique Salas. It stays in play, and there's a pocket of space now for Rodriguez again. Rodriguez with a shooting chance, curls it towards the far post. Noah Atabolu at the full stretch dive. He might well have had it covered. It was never going to creep inside the far post. Nice play from Spain again. They get the Ballglück, the bounce of the ball in those crucial areas. Martel will start to feel that it's not going his way at the moment. Martel's sliding challenge in the box was what dropped the ball off at the feet of Gabri Vega for Spain's leveller. And that time, the tackle from Martel couldn't take the ball away from Rodriguez, but Rodriguez's shot slipped wide of the far post. This time under no pressure. Alejandro Iturbe puts it straight out for a Germany throw. There's a bit of a mental battle there. It might look like Iturbe has just put it out of play, but it's a consequence of knowing that Spain can't afford to do anything loose with the ball. When they pass it out of the defence, Germany have hassled and harried. They've been right on them throughout the 45 minutes so far. They've won the ball back on the edge of the penalty area, or at least on the edge of the final third, on so many occasions that Spain must have it in the back of their minds that there's always a player right on the shoulder. Iturbe probably happier to get it straight out of play for a throw-in rather than risk a pass that's slightly off target, and gifts the ball straight back to Germany at pace to attack the penalty area. 60 seconds remaining until Vasilios Fotias will bring an end to this first half. It started off as an all-action affair. Germany pushing lightning transitions as well towards the Spain penalty area for the first half hour at least. Spain started to take the tempo out of the game after another thunderous period of pressure from the Germany team. And things have settled down a little as we come towards the end of the first 45. Right area B. Pass out to the left side. 30 seconds left in the 1 minute of stoppages for the end of this first half. Nebel, nowhere to go. Germany throw though. They'll have to take it quickly, and they do. Down towards the corner it goes. Martel back along the line. Maybe a chance to send something into the box. Reitz has to go back out. There's the minute played. Is there one last chance for Germany to send something into the area? No, there is not. Bright Ariembi steps past his man, passes it in towards the edge of the penalty area. But the whistle had gone. Nick Woltemade, the goal scorer for Germany after 3 minutes. "45 minutes left to play, starting right about now. Spain get things kicked off. Back into their own half they go with Bajcetic. Germany immediately sending 3 or 4 white shirts into the Spain half. Bajcetic skips away over the halfway line and scoops the ball forward. It's not a bad effort. Headed back towards the keeper. Didn't have that much on it. Atabolu had to come out and make the clearance. Now there might be a foot race on. Paul Nebel giving chase. It's blasted away downfield by Alejandro Iturbe. Long clearance over the halfway line. Martel scrapping away, as is Brian Gruder. Germany will set Knauf away on the foot race, and he's brought down Alex Vadia. It was a rough and ready challenge, but he could not afford to let Ansgar Knauf get away there. Knauf brought down. A caution for the number 22 and a free kick for Germany. Knauf, the right winger, he's got the pace to hurt you down that side, and Spain find that out to their cost early in the second half. Goalkeeper Iturbe up against the near post. Germany free kick. The whistle goes. It's taken all the way across the box. Bright Ariembi was having his shirt pretty heavily tugged there at the back post. The referee had a good look at it. Didn't see anything wrong, but you could see the number 4 shirt of Ariembi was being stretched as he ran towards the back post to try and get on the end of that long free kick. Good intricate work down the left-hand side. It's cut back to the edge of the box. Martel with the shot. Low effort blocked. It will be sent back over again and hacked away clear. Bright Ariembi brings it down. Out to the left flank he goes. The pass through the legs was casual from Paul Nebel. It didn't get there initially. He stuck to it to get it towards Nathaniel Brown. Back it comes for Rocco Reitz, spinning and turning in the box. Just runs out of room. Germany win it back on the edge of the area again though. Martel is scooped forward. Reitz just lets it bounce. And again it will be booted downfield, this time rather more successfully by the Spanish defenders. And all the way back it goes to Noah Atabolu. It's a thunderous challenge in the midfield. The referee felt that the ball was won by Eric Martel. Did the universal sign of the ball being won. The hands cupping round in that shape. And the referee was signalling to the Spanish players that they better play on because they're not going to get the free kick, and they have played on. Offside flag is up. Santidenia Sanchez right by the linesman and not happy with the decision. He's saying, I was on this line too, I could see that it wasn't offside. The linesman thought differently, and in fairness, the Spanish coach was wrong. Offside by a good couple of feet. Lines on the pitch made that reasonably clear by the looks of it. Ariembi, the Braga defender, tries to play in Nathaniel Brown with the ball floated down the left flank. It's an easy one for Alejandro Iturbe. He'd already conceded after this many minutes in the first half. Not such a bright introduction to the second 45. It's not like it's been without action though. 4.5 minutes played in the second period. Germany looking to establish that early upper hand just as they did in the first half in Darmstadt. Still 1-1. It's Reitz of Mönchengladbach there who sent it back to the Freiburg keeper Atabolu. The crowd in Darmstadt getting behind the team, trying to inspire them to some more attacking action in this second half. 5 minutes played, no goals yet after the break. It is a brilliant crowd for an under-21 friendly. It's part of the 125th anniversary celebrations of the DFB. This under-21 team, studded with stars, of course. Plenty of really key players at Bundesliga and Zweite Bundesliga clubs. A lot of players that the fans really want to get out there and see. And that's why we've got this tremendous atmosphere in Darmstadt. Good movement into the box. Voltemade goes down. The ball almost came loose across for Martel. Voltemade's getting back to his feet in the area, but Spain are rushing forward at the other end. Good composed defending from Namdi Collins. Nebel sent it in, and now it's downfield. Germany will win it back. It's Nebel again. The Mainz man with space on the left. Can he pick out a Germany shirt in the centre? Back to the edge of the box he goes. Reitz with the shot. Rocco Reitz swiping his right boot at it from just outside the area. He has scored 6 times in the previous season. Only 1 goal this season, and he didn't quite have his shooting boots on for that chance. Rocco Reitz. There was another look back at the penalty appeals for Germany as Voltemade went down in the box. Germany starting to turn up the heat a bit in the second half already. 7 minutes played after the break. Germany 1, Spain 1. Andres Garcia. Garcia taking on Brown, and Brown comes out on top. Germany goal kick. Antonio Di Salvo watching on, gesticulating to his team. He's just extended his contract with the Germany Under-21 team this month. That sees him stay in his position with the DFB until at least 2027, so he'll be in charge beyond the Euros in Slovakia this summer. Mosquera back to Iturbe. He's in no rush to get it downfield, which he eventually does. Germany win it back on the halfway line. Right, Ariembi does well, and there's a foul there surely on Brian Gruder. Might be a card coming out. The referee's over to check on Brian Gruder. Well, it really looked like he was going to dish out a yellow card there. Started running downfield, reaching for the pocket, and then suddenly turned around and went to check on Brian Gruder. Decided against the caution. I think it was Matteo Josef who would have been in line for a yellow card. Alex Vaidya was booked in the first half for Spain. It'll be sent into the box. Space over on the far side for Nathaniel Brown. Turns well. Dinks one in towards the penalty spot. It's headed away and back towards the halfway line it goes for Bright Ariembi. Good turn. Passes out to Paul Nebel, who's been busy down that left flank. Over it goes, past Voltemada. Germany will keep hold of it. Gruder back on his feet. Might look to take a shot. Goes for the back heel instead, but it was all a little bit too casual. Again, the Germany pressure is enough to win the ball back quickly. Any pass off target from Spain, and Germany will snap it up quickly. Rosenfelder. Collins. Comes back via Brian Gruder. Collins again turning to face his own goal. He's got to be athletic enough not to be out-sprinted as it heads back towards Atebolu. Atebolu finds a target. He'll get it straight back and just chips it up and boots it up towards the halfway line. Germany have picked up the loose ball. They played for this and they got it. Nebel, what can he do from the edge of the box? Into the area he goes. Nebel fires it across. Voltemada at the back post, should score and does score. It's Voltemada on the score sheet again, and Germany are back in front. Germany took the gamble right from Noah Atebolu at the back. He tried to find targets in the Germany defence. Spain were closing everything down, so Atebolu had the presence of mind to chip it up, fire it straight into the midfield. Germany looked for the loose ball, and once they got it, they struck at pace again. A little bit of luck that Nebel's cross took a couple of touches, a deflection off the first defender. It made its way all the way to the back for Nick Voltemada, but the composure to turn and finish like that. Well, Voltemada's proven that he's got that kind of composure time and time again. It's nothing that we didn't know already. But his talents were on full display one more time there. Voltemada scoring for the second time. He has a brace in this friendly against Spain. It was Nebel who set up the first via a dummy from Reitz, and it's Nebel who set up the second one via a little deflection on his cross. Voltemada, the former Werder Bremen man, now with VfB Stuttgart, of course. At 23 years of age, one of the oldest players. There is, of course, a cut-off point of your birthday to represent the under-21s. Only a couple of players in the team who've recently turned 23. Voltemada's one of them. Ansgar Knauf another. He scored 9 goals in 21 appearances this season for VfB Stuttgart. Woltemade scored 4 and got 7 scorer points in Under-21 European Championship qualification. His good form continues tonight for the Under-21s. Woltemade puts Germany back in front in Darmstadt. That one goes straight out. Santidenia Sanchez will pick it straight up and get it out to Alberto Molero. It's Garcia who will take the throw in eventually and has to go back towards Mosquera. Knauf giving chase over on the flank, but Spain have passed it away successfully this time. Referee plays advantage. It will come back for the Spain free kick. Martel protesting his innocence. Knauf with the initial contact. Martel stretching in and couldn't get to the ball ahead of Alex Valle. Plays this football for Como. Garcia. Molero goes back towards Andres Garcia. And they're forced back again towards Christian Mosquera. And all the way back to Iturbe it goes. Spain thread the through pass forward. Atabolu should be able to gather that comfortably. And he gets out up towards the penalty spot and gets down low. Simple enough grab in the end. Spain were attacking with pace. Gabri Vega looking to dart into the box. It's just the start to the second half that Antonio Di Salvo would have wanted. It took Germany just over 10 minutes to re-establish their lead. But they're worthy of the 2-1 advantage. 21-year-old just straying past the last line. Mosquera. Spain looking just a little short of ideas compared to Germany. But when they're patient, Spain know what to do. So just wait for something to open up. They've got the ability to try and make something open up themselves. And that time, it's Germany who came out on top in the battle. Nathaniel Brown getting a lucky ricochet. And instead of conceding the corner, it's a Germany goal kick. A little unfortunate for Andres Garcia. It was a nice overlap down the right for Spain. Just as I said, they'll bide their time. They'll wait for an opening and then try and send somebody in behind. Atabolu looks out to the right. That'll be a Spain throw-in down by the halfway line. Pressure on. Spain keep hold of it with Andres Garcia. It's cleared down the touchline, but Germany will win it back again. Nebel. Flag is up. He was well placed there to look into the penalty area, Paul Nebel. The offside flag denied him the chance to do so. If you look back through the Germany Under-21 results in 2024, there were impressive wins against Denmark, a draw with France. Now they're on course, perhaps to beat Spain. First change of the night sees Max Rosenfelder heading off. It's Tim Uhrmann of Bochum who comes on. 21 appearances for Bochum this season. He's got 2 assists across those games, yet to score. Played 17 times last season, so trending in the right direction in terms of his importance for Bochum. Iturbe's clearance there almost gave the ball straight back to Germany, but instead Spain will attack down at the other end. Molero wanted the corner, he's not even going to get that. That's an opportunity wasted for the Spanish under-21s. There were 3 forwards. Alberto Molero over on the right hand side had some space to play with. Coach Sanchez would have expected rather more than just a Germany goal kick to come from that. Good tackle. Spain keep hold of it somehow though. The ball breaks their way and the clearance from a sliding Bright Ariembi almost fell back into the grasp of the Spanish players. Again, they'll feel a bit shortchanged that it's only a Germany throw-in for Nathaniel Brown. Brown throws it down the line, it's led on. Voltemade again with good footwork in a tight space. And Germany will win the free kick there. Great close control from Voltemade under pressure. The ball just bounced off his knee. The first touch wasn't the best, but everything after that was really nicely done. Reitz sends it back into the defence. "20 minutes played in the second half. Voltemade on the score sheet again after a cross that was played square across the face of goal from Paul Nebel. It came to Voltemade at the back post and he turned smartly and slotted the finish away to re-establish Germany's 1-goal lead. They'd love to get clear air if they can. Garuda's gone down, but no free kick is coming for Germany. Spain will pick up the ball over on the right-hand side. Garcia skipping past one challenge. Can't get away from coverage, though. Forced back to the halfway line, where Mosquera will send it across via Quique Salas. Spain probing and pressing, looking for an opening, but Germany are affording them scarce little at the moment. Free kick goes Germany's way as well. It's Uhrmann, the new introduction. Change now for Spain. It's Javi Guerra, the first one to leave the field. So David Torres of Valladolid comes onto the field for Spain. Mikel Jauregui as well. The Bilbao midfielder makes his way on for the Spanish under-21s. Germany break away with it. Nathaniel Brown skipping forward, shakes off a couple of challenges, shooting chance from the right-hand side of the box. Ansgar Knauf with head in hands for a second. Again, the close control of Voltemade, influential in the Germany break. Brown carried it forward brilliantly. The pass across from the D to pick out Ansgar Knauf. The Eintracht forward firing just across the face of goal and wide. Good break for Germany at one end. Can Spain have a good break of their own? Martel will at least go into the book for the challenge. Spain couldn't break away cleanly, but Gabriel Vega had to be held back. The Germany captain picks up a caution. Atabolu organising the white shirts in front of him. Spain free kick. Gabriel Vega to take. He's going to launch it right in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. They took the direct line. They were looking for Christian Mosquera to get something on it. He wasn't too far away, but it was well marshalled by the German defenders. Spain keep hold of it. Now they skip past the challenge themselves. Back it goes for Haregitar. Garcia. Molero. Garcia. Back to Mosquera. That's been the common passing rhythm for Spain in the first and second half. They've knocked it across the defensive line and looked for something on one of the flanks. If there's nothing there, they'll try on the other. And this time there's some success down the right. Good ball across, but ultimately no yellow shirts in the right place. To the edge of the area they go. It needed the clearance. Spain applying their best spell of pressure now since going 2-1 down to Nick Woltemada's second goal of the night. 70 minutes on the clock, 20 still to play in Darmstadt. Germany lead after the brace from Woltemada. 2 assists from Nebel. 2 fine finishes from Nick Woltemada. Gabriel Vega's 19th minute goal had levelled things up at 1-1 for Spain, and now they're on the hunt for another levelling goal. Santidenia Sanchez looks to be readying some more changes. The wave ripples through the crowds in Darmstadt. Germany take the goal kick. Atabolu in no hurry. He's got players chasing him down. He'll have to pass it straight out down the middle. Woltemada penalised this time. The whistle goes in favour of Christian Mosquera. It's not just been the 2 goals tonight for Woltemada. He's really been at the heart of everything Germany have done well in the Spanish half. He's had another chance as well, Woltemada, a header that he miscued after getting into a great position. Good strength. Bright Ariembi holds up against the lead striker, Matteo Joseph. Shields the ball out of play. Changes being readied. It looks as though it'll be the end of the evening for Brian Gruder. Cesoldi looks to be the one coming on. Well, the first one at least coming on. Jens Kastrop looking ready to come on as well, and Kastrop does indeed get onto the turf in Darmstadt. That's headed back by Spain. Kastrop gets his first touch just seconds after his introduction. The Nuremberg man gets it back towards Noah Atabolu safely. Tresoldi of Hanover on the field as well. 6 goals he scored this season, the 20-year-old. Kastrup having a good season himself with 3 goals and 2 assists in 22 games for Nuremberg. He's become a regular in that Nuremberg team over the last 3 seasons, Jens Kastrup. Spain back in possession, in defence again. Voltemada just keeping an eye on things. The pressure comes on. Spain readying a quadruple change by the looks of things, if not a triple change. Header won by Nebel. Tresoldi gives chase, but the whistle has gone. Will this be the time for Santidenia Sanchez to send on 4 more? Alberto Malero has gone down to try and help force the change, I think. Benaturientes, one of the players lining up.
Und für ihn neu im Spiel mit der Nummer 7 Diego Lopez.
15 minutes to go. We're still in the midst of the quadruple change. Juan Luis Sanchez, Raúl Moro, Diego Lopez coming on alongside the aforementioned Turrientes. So the question now for Spain is, will the quadruple change give them more rhythm? Will it help them find an extra gear in the final 15 minutes here, or will it cost them a bit of momentum? They'd built up a little period of pressure, some good spells in possession. It started to just exert a little bit of force on the Germany back line. A quadruple change like that can certainly provide a new impetus, of course, but it can also just break up any connection that some of the players had built. That's sent short by the goalkeeper. He's had to redeem himself there. Noah Atabolu tried to chip it out over the striker, sold himself short there. It is a bit of a let-off. Matteo Josef able to control it back towards the goal, but just put a little bit too much on it. It would have taken a lovely touch to spin back facing the goal and still keep it within reach, but Atabolu was pretty relieved, I'm sure, to be able to pounce on the loose ball. Back it goes to the Spanish goalkeeper now. Iturbe sends it out towards Juan Luis Sanchez, one of those 4 new changes. Germany have played with a great deal of passion tonight, plenty of intensity. They've pushed forward whenever possible. They've put pressure on, they've come out on top of a lot of the duels against the Spanish midfielders. They've ridden challenges when they've gotten into the final third. Those who have just come on for Spain, they'll have to pick up that same level of intensity right from the off. They won't be given much time to settle in. Kastrup, one of Antonio Di Salvo's changes. He'll knock the ball back, and Germany will switching out towards Nathaniel Brown, singing for another Germany goal. Almost everybody in Darmstadt in the stadium would love to see that. There is a pocket of Spanish fans, and of course the bench behind Santidenia Sanchez not desperate for Germany to add another. It's safe to say it would be popular with pretty much everybody in the stadium, though. Germany coming forward in search of that third goal. Is it the hat-trick for Voltemade? Yes, it is. He heads it in off the crossbar. Delight for Antonio De Salvo and his team. Schieß ein Tor, said the crowd in Darmstadt. The Germany under-21s duly obliged, and they did get the goal. That was put on a plate for Voltemade. He never really felt that he was going to miss that chance on this kind of form. Appeals for offside. It was Voltemade who was in the offside position initially, but he scored on the second phase of play. And on the first phase, crucially, he was onside. In off the crossbar. Iturbe got across. He was not going to stop that. That is perfect placement from a striker on fantastic form. And look what it means to Antonio De Salvo, the man who will be in the dugout until 2027. It's an impressive introduction from Jens Kastrup as well. 10 minutes plus a little bit more to go. Voltemade completes his hat-trick. What a night it's been for him. So breathing space for the Germany under-21s. They have the cushion. They lead by 3-1. Can they hold Spain at arm's length now until the end of the contest? By the looks of it, this team is going to push for more. Do they know how to do anything else? Out it goes from the Spanish goalkeeper. There's one back. Again, Germany committing men forward. They don't even need to win the ball in that kind of position at 3-1 with 80 minutes on the clock. All-out attack for Germany. Spain getting a chance to have a shot. It's blocked by Martel in the penalty area. Sanchez. Out to the right they go. Lopez. Sanchez with the cross. He's behind everyone, but Spain might be able to pick it up with David Torres. Instead, it's cleared by Ansgar Knauf. Gabriel Vega, the goal scorer for Spain. It seems a long, long time ago now that Spain had pegged Germany back at 1-1. Germany have only improved after the break in Darmstadt. Lopez, low ball across. Should be a good shooting chance from the edge of the box. Gabriel Vega knows that there was more in that. Just never quite caught it from the edge of the area. It didn't look too far wide from that angle. Atabolu wasn't going to get down to it, I don't think. Vega was trying to just curl that into the inside of the side netting, just as he did with his goal in the 19th minute. That time he was off target. Good pass down the middle. Raul Moro trying to make something happen for Mateo Josef, his teammate. Spain have done well to win that back by the touchline. They've given Germany a bit of a taste of their own medicine here. There was the option over on the right. Diego Lopez had so much room. Vega instead probably a little frustrated at sending the last one wide. He made the wrong decision again. A hand up in apology towards Diego Lopez. Vega Probably still had that in mind, and that's headed on nicely. The goalkeeper's just going to get there first. Knauf was not far away from winning that. When the header was sent on, it looked like Ansgar Knauf would have no chance of getting there. Iturbe had to be alert. Sanchez. Out of play it goes. A little bit of frustration creeping in for Spain. The crowd can sense that this is heading towards a Germany victory. They're 3-1 up. We're into the closing stages. There is still time for Spain to turn it around. But at the moment, despite the Spanish pressure, Germany look really well placed here. The more Spain commit men forward, the more chances Germany might have on the break as well. They've transitioned forward towards the Spain penalty area so well throughout the 84 minutes that we've had so far. What is there to suggest that they won't be able to do that in the last 6 minutes of the 90? Juan Luis Sanchez down the right. It's blocked quickly again by Bright Ariembi. Jens Kastrup, who came on and got the assist. This time too many yellow shirts over there. No way through for Germany down the left.
85. Spielminute. Spanien wechselt nochmal, gleich dreimal.
Off goes Quique Salas. Triple change for Spain.
Rausgehen mit der Nummer 3. Christian Mosquera, mit der Nummer 5 Quique Salas und mit der 9 Matteo Josef. 9 im Spiel mit der Nummer 12 Elise Mayenda, mit der 14 Cesar Tarega und mit der 15 Juan Manuel Herzog.
Germany into the box. Nebel is cut off there on the left-hand side. It's a nice flick to get Spain away, but Germany will have it back. It's blasted out of play. Germany felt that the last touch there came off the Spanish shin. Referee didn't think so. Cesar Tarega, who's come on with the number 14 jersey. He did score a late equaliser in a 2-2 draw against Czechia on Friday. If he's to score a late equaliser this time, he'll need one of his teammates, perhaps, or somebody in a Spain shirt at least, to get on the score sheet first. Back to Atabolu it goes. Juanma Herzog, Cesar Tarega and Elieta Mayenda, the three players who are on for the final 5 minutes in Spain colours. At the moment, it is a Nick Woltemade hat-trick. A magnificent performance from Germany's number 10. His 3 goals have led Germany into this 3-1 advantage. Free kick goes against Paul Nebel. The Mainz man shakes his head. He's got 4 assists for Mainz this season. Had even more in the last couple of seasons before that for Karlsruhe SC. Perhaps no surprise that Nebel's got a couple of assists tonight. Now tempers flaring with Raul Moro. This is all a bit unnecessary as we come into the final few minutes of this game. Spain looking a bit rattled. Germany have just played with the kind of intensity that has really frustrated the Spaniards tonight. There's so much talent in the Spanish team, but they haven't really been able to put it on display, not regularly enough to trouble Germany, really. Free kick heads over towards Diego Lopez, and it's cleared out Spain throw. Here's a look at the goal that gave Germany their lead back. Woltemade on the turn. And then the header from Woltemade. He will soak up the applause of the Darmstadt crowd. Woltemade with an embrace for Antonio Di Salvo. He's taken a brilliant hat-trick. And he gets to leave the field to an ovation from the Darmstadt fans. So Nelson Viper of Mainz onto the field. Terry Scherhunt, I think, came on as well as Nick Woltemade was heading off, receiving his standing ovation from some. Kastrup penalised. We're into the 90th minute now. Germany still leading by 3-1. They have indeed been able to hold Spain at arm's length. The pass is spread out to the right side. It's a good ball for Diego Lopez. He'll lay that off to Sanchez. Good play from Spain. They just run out of time and space in the area. There's a foul there, but the referee will allow Germany to play on. Counter-attack. Viper, who's just come on, the fresh legs. He'll play it out to the right-hand side. The clock ticks up to 90 minutes. Can Germany find a fourth? They're still alive, but the final touch is said to have come off Paul Nebel, and it will go away for a Spain goal kick. Denis Scherhunt involved. The Hertha forwards. Scored 7 times for Hertha's second team last season. Scored 7 times for the senior side this year. Just like pretty much everybody else. A really good development path right now. Terry Scherhunt and this Germany Under-21 team looking in rude health ahead of the Under-21 UEFA European Championships coming up this summer. It's been so far an ideal first international window of 2025 for the Under-21s and for many of the DFB junior teams. Lots of teams meeting their targets. Under-17s and under-19s qualifying for the Euros. The under-20s topping the Elite Liga. The under-21s heading for 2 wins out of 2. European qualification already something that they didn't have to think about coming into this window. And the senior side through, of course, to the final 4 in the UEFA Nations League. Spain corner. Away from the corner of the 6-yard box. It's played out. Germany will try and chase it down as well. Out it goes to the right, and out it goes for a throw-in. Jarigithar will just drop that off for Juan Luis Sanchez to take it. Well, Spain have been good tonight, but Germany have just been better in Darmstadt. 2 of the 4 added minutes already elapsed. Germany have done the difficult things all over the field and made them look comfortable for the most part. The truth of the matter for Santi Denier Sanchez and his Spain side is that the equalising goal from Gabri Vega in the first half, well, that's the outlier for Germany. Of course, a side this good is going to create chances from time to time. But the goal came against the run of play, and Germany did not let their heads drop after being pegged back at 1-1. Far from it. They got on with things well for the rest of the first half. There was a little period of pressure from Spain both before the break and in the second half too. But you have to say, with 60 seconds left to play, Germany's under-21s are good value for this 3-1 lead. It's been a big test tonight. I'm sure Antonio Di Salvo will have a lot of learnings for the players. He'll have notes, he'll have ideas. There'll be a lot of video footage to review. But most of these players have passed their tests with flying colours, I'm sure. Back to Atabolu it goes. Everybody now just waiting for the whistle. Germany launch it forward. I'm not sure there'll be time for one last lightning break. It would be fitting for Germany to finish with a foray forward. Looking to finish with a flourish. Instead, the extra time is going to rather peter out here. And Germany can owe that to the fact that they got the third goal. Spain are no longer in this contest. The result will go Germany's way. And there is the final whistle from referee Vasilias Fotias. Germany have won by 3-1 against Spain's under-21s. A handshake between the two coaches. Antonio Di Salvo goes away the happier of the two. By far, the captain, Eric Martel, down on his haunches at the end of 94 intensive.